Welcome everyone, my name is Vincent Wu and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Momentum and who we are and kind of what program we created for you guys. So first question is, who are we? So we're a company dedicated to inform prospective university students because we know just how hard and chaotic that process can be. And so our goal is to streamline the application process and make it a lot easier and organized for students so they aren't as stressed. And so I want to ask you guys to just think about, what information do you think is the most important for students to know? I'll give you guys a second to think about this. Alright, so here's what we came up with at Momentum. So the first thing is different available universities and their location, because nowadays there are universities all over Ontario, all over Canada, all over the entire world. And so having a place where students can find out all those different universities and where they're situated, this is going to help them. And second, what we thought were the programs that we offered. And so just as there are so many universities, there are even more programs per university. And finally, the third thing we wanted to look at were admission averages and tuition costs, because this is important information for students when applying to university. And so what did we do to solve this problem? What we did was we created a program that allows any university to register, answer any information about the university for students to find at any time. They can add any piece of information they want, and in turn, over time, students will have a seasoned database with all the information they need about a certain university, about applications, readily available at their fingertips. And so I'll just highlight that with the deployment of Momentum, we also introduced a to-do list to be released alongside Momentum, built in so that students have a place to create and delete reminders so they can keep on track with applications or big projects during the stressful application period. And so this is because typically during this application period, students have a lot of projects or supplementary applications. And so having a place where they can keep all this on track and having it built into the database so that everything related to university is in one spot makes their life a lot easier. And so also I want to talk about how the to-dos are saved in a table unique to each user's login, and it's always able to see your to-dos even after exiting the program. And so this is kind of a solution or an alternative to what most students are doing nowadays, is they have a digital sticky note on the computer. And the problem with that is that when they shut off their computer or they restart their computer, that sticky note disappears. And with Momentum, when you access it, you can exit the program, access it later, access a different computer. But once you log in, you're going to have the same to-dos that you had saved, and you won't lose any information that you wrote down. And so now what we're going to talk about is the program demonstration. So I'm going to show you guys this program demonstration about what our program looks like. But first, I want to tell you guys that there are two different users for our program: the university themselves and the students. And so depending on who is using the program actually looks kind of different. And so what I'm going to do is have a code run through right now if you're the university. And so what I want you guys to do is just pause the video here and look in the description of this YouTube video, and you're going to find a link to the university program demo. Watch that and come back. So now that you have watched the university side, you can watch the program demo from the student side. And so the student side is actually a lot more interesting because there's a lot more functionality for the student side, because the students ultimately, we're focusing on students, so they have more features than university. They have the to-do list, they can search universities, they can look at every university possible, and they have a unique login with a unique username and password. And so we're going to do the same drill. Just pause the video here, look in the description of this video, and you're going to find a link to the student program demo. And so after deploying Momentum, what have we accomplished? So the main thing is we increased student comfortability by 30%. So after giving Momentum out to different users, what we did was we surveyed them and we asked them, how comfortable are they with their university application process now that they've used Momentum? and about 30% of them have said that they are a lot more comfortable with university compared to before. Next is we have received a 4.6 star rating from the internet. So after deploying Momentum, it was well received by the internet, and ultimately a 4.6 star rating is very good for us and means that people liked our program. And finally, it helped users increase acceptance rates by 8%. And so what this means is the acceptance rate of normal students who do not use Momentum is 8% lower compared to the users who use Momentum. So once they start using Momentum, the average acceptance rate increased by 8%. And so this is good news for us because that means that Momentum is working, and good news for you students because that means this could be the last thing you need to reach your dream school. And that's all for today, and I would like to thank you all for taking time out of your day to learn about Momentum, and hope that you guys can use Momentum in the future to make your applications process easier, and hopefully you guys can reach the dream school you guys want to go to. Thank you.